Has man in stride, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Hawthorne. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense is moving them a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now to the ground, here's Walker. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Richardson will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The slot man in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawthorne, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll send Watson in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In stride. Touchdown, Falcons. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice.
It's a foot race. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, Richardson. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On third down, here's Walker. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Steps away. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Third down and 13. Now it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys
can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from him.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Richardson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And quickly they get to the line. Richardson hit it and fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Meanwhile, Richardson's and his throw finds Smith and Jigba. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Richardson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Richardson now on second down. He completes this to Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another one. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Yeah, Richardson yet again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Seahawks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, here's Richardson.
10-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Back to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Richardson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And now they're in the hurry-up.
At the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish.
And it'll be intercepted.
Jeff Okudah.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I do. You know you do. I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll send Watson in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
On the Seahawks 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 2-yard line.
Here's another kneel down as they try to set up the game winner. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close.
close. It was blown up in the backfield. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss